when you look at the drug game, he said, black people are at the bottom of the chain. We're the pebblers.
Yeah.
We're the face of drugs in this country, technically.
Yeah.
But when you talk about the people who are really,
I don't want to mention what.
who are really making the money.
Nah.
They're not from our community.
The prime example, you know, the escrow, was it escrow, the one where they did all the phones?
Yeah.
Can't remember the name, it escapes me. Or, Encro, there we go. When you look at the faces of the people that are at the top,
they're not us.
but yet we are still being seen as we are the faces.
We're the pebblers. We're like at the bottom.
Yeah,
we're at the bottom.
We are the.
We're the face of it. And my question now is, when
what you got to remember is we have the biggest impact to the community that is got the loudest voice when it comes to having an issue. So what happens is we're moaning at the Metropolitan Police and the government and saying, you're not protecting our children, you're not protecting our children. The police go, all right, cool, I'm going to clamp hard down because wait, who are stabbing black kids? Black kids. That's a fact. No one can argue with me about that. Black kids are stabbing black kids, yeah? They're dying.
White kids are stabbing white kids in Scotland too.
Yeah, of course.
So
but what did Scotland do? They saw that it was a social issue and they addressed it. What's happening here is we've got our community loud and proud saying, yo, you need to fix it, you need to fix it. Taking not much accountability because there are a lot of people that are, and I know a lot of people that are, but they're shouting about it. The government are going, all right, cool, fudge it. The police will go deal with it this way, robustly start stopping more black people, and then we're trying to flip it around and go, well, actually, we're at the bottom of the rung. Why aren't you getting the white guys at the top? It's like, but you guys are moaning about your kids dying, so I'm actually affecting that. It's like, choose one. You can't say, fix my community, stop my kids stabbing people, and then at the same, especially when it's directly linked to drugs, music, and knives. But then when they do start doing it, going, what about the white guy up there that's facilitating all of this? It's like, choose one. Choose a struggle, bro. That's what people say, innit? Choose a struggle. You can't have it all. And then someone else would say to me, well, white people have it all. It's like, no, they don't, man. Stop living in this stupid mindset that everyone else is succeeding because we are being held down. We're not necessarily being held down like that.
Quick question. Would you say there's some members in the force that might be part criminals?
Of course.
The reason why I asked this because I remember in uni days, one of my brothers got nicked, and it was random. They've come into his house and they've kicked off the door.
It's never random, bro.
No. It wasn't for him.
Okay, yeah.
His younger brother was hype.
Yeah.
They've kicked off the door, and they've burst into his house, and because his younger brother was in his room at the time, they've come to nick his younger brother. Then they've just found.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was like a very low key guy, so you never
assume that he's done that.
You know what I mean? So now, basically, he's gone court, and I remember when he came back to uni and we were dying. Basically, they said they only found about 10 grand. They took 50 grand. This is like back in 04.
That most definitely happens.
You got robbed, but he just had to keep his mouth.
But there's nothing you can do about it. You're a criminal yourself.
Because if he spoke about how much he got robbed, he would have put himself in.
Yeah. I think there's bad things everywhere.
Literally, you know what's funny?
Literally because of that, he ended up coming back to uni and lucky enough not going jail. But it was just like, you know what I mean? It was like instantly made us think. There's corrupt people everywhere. There's corrupt people that
there's a page, it's the dismissals page, it's jokes. So me and my boys will sit there and we'll look at it. It tells you everyone that's been dismissed, and you can see why as well. So it'll be like, officer blah 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 got gross misconduct, got dismissed because they stole a sandwich. And these are like real, like this is, I'm giving you examples of what's happened. An officer has changed the price on something else, like Jaffa cakes, for reduced for 10p and bought it, and doing all this stuff. So when you're talking about corruption, that is 100% true, because all you have to do, Freedom of Information Act will allow you to say, can I see all your dismissals for 2000 up until 2022, and it will show you that it's clearly there.
I think it pains a bit more when it's someone who's doing the enforcing.
Of course,
I think that's the difference.
Of course.
And often you hear people talk about, crime in general and talk about bad seeds, but it's a bit painful when it's the person who's enforcing this that is actually the bad seed.
It's even more wrong. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know why the force started in America? It was a region called the Slave Patrol.
I think I've read something about that before.
Yeah. In America, it was originally.
I've read something about that. Because primarily, when slavery finished, they needed other methods to basically
round up black people.
To contain us, basically. Yeah. And all this stuff, what is that? You're aware of all this stuff. I keep trying to bring it back because I'm trying to still get what wakes you up every morning.
Yeah, what motivates me to, but it's I don't know what I can describe it as.
Job
but
satisfaction,
I have
you got that?
to an extent, yes, because I get to work with my really good friends. My team, I'm very lucky that my team is who I work with. They're my boys.
Okay.
Do you get
Who
me?
was the first one you went in? Like, yes, me.
Now, is there actually even
Easy.
progression in your field? Is there progression in your field?
Massively, yeah. It's like you can do anything you want.
And progression meaning that obviously you're still good. Obviously in every field you're gonna have a glass ceiling. But I guess you've been there 8-9 years now. Would you say that you progressed up the not ranked, whatever it's?
I've progressed like laterally. So I've gone from being just normally walking down the street, working in Westminster, to going to a response team, so answering 999 calls, to then going to the pickpocket team, to then going to, what else did I do? Well, I'm on gangs, I can't remember what I did before. But to the gangs units, that's all lateral. That's all staying as a PC. But if I wanted to be a sergeant, I'm doing my exam this week, Thursday?
Okay, to be a sergeant?
Yeah, I'm doing my sergeant
Okay.
exam this week. I think it's, what day is it? Thursday. Yeah.
And does that significantly increase your pay packet?
Significant? I wouldn't say significant. 'Cause
Okay.
to me, but I
it
make
more workload?
put it this way. No, it's probably less workload.
Okay.
More responsibility, but less workload. If that makes any sense. But I make more money where I am. Should I? Yeah, I can say this. They know how much I make anyway. Yeah, I make more money being a PC than I do being a sergeant. So a PC doing not on my team. No, a sergeant not on my team. I make more money than.
Okay, so you're technically taking a lesser pay packet.
I'm not. I have no intention of being a sergeant anytime soon because I've
you're just doing it just kind of.
I've got another role, but I'm not going to talk about that now.
Oh, okay.
That I'm moving to.
Would you encourage black
Yeah.
males to join the police force,
Yeah.
even with all the stuff that you've seen within it and outside of it?
Yeah.
And what would you say, and why would you encourage them?
Because to fix the problem, the problems we have in our community can only be fixed by us.
Quick question. What if it became 50-50? Do you think there'll be a problem with that?
50% black
Yeah.
people, would there be a problem? I don't think it will be necessarily a problem. There will be new problems. Do you know what I'm saying? There'll be new people, and I think it'll be really difficult teething time if it was 50% black. But
Why?
because our culture, people have problems with me. What music I listen to?
What do you say?
I mean, like, I've had experiences where I'm sitting in the office, and I was with one of my boys, and the radio was just on. I think it was on one of the reggae.
Extra.
That was one of the reggae ones. So but it wasn't the pirate. It wasn't that pirate one. But you know when they play an old school bashment, they may be playing Budjo and all them people that aren't necessarily shouldn't be playing in the police station. But I didn't put it there.
Said boom, bye, bye.
Oh, mum must get disciplined again, yo. This guy.
Bro, I didn't say nothing. I
You
didn't say
know the ropes
nothing.
as it is.
I didn't
You
say
had a
nothing.
three-year investigation.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
Listen.
you've got dreads on.
listen.
You got dreads on,
You got
and you're
dreads
playing
already.
reggae in the actual. Oh, mate.
They're gonna
So-
say, "Raw, Dom's come to work to make jerk chicken 80."
But and people have walked in and assumed it was me playing it. I'm like, right, no, I just walked in and this was on. You know what I'm saying? So you still have those are the kind of teething problems that you'll have. Like if the more black people you come, the more they bring themselves to work, the more I think it's really good because it will force the white officers to learn our culture because we know white culture, we know English culture because we've been here all our
I
life.
don't know whether this is. You see, I think it sounds good. It sounds good, but I think. You know when Obama became president, people thought like racism was going to end. He was going to
they're
change the
stupid.
whole world.
Because people are stupid.
You can't change anything because the powers that be have the say, whether you like it or not. And I know you're saying that you're encouraging black boys to join the police force or black males because the change happens within. I always say that fix the home and you fix the area.
Yes,
That's what I always say. So I guess you're doing what you can on the grassroots level to change things, which I guess is important. Because I think prevention is better than cure. Because I guess the prevention is the police officers. The cure is fixing it at the root. Okay? Because I think once you're being arrested, the problem's already there. If not, you wouldn't be arrested. Unless you're just going to arrest me for the sake of it. Like, I guess when you got stopped that day outside your house or your mum's house, I guess it could have turned really bad if it was me. Because you know more of the lingo and the words, which probably made them think, I'm not going to take this guy to the police station.
No. The only reason I didn't get taken to the station is because literally there's nothing to take me to the station for. Do you get me? Because I would have got to custody, and I know what you mean. I know a bit more.
Yeah.
I would have got to custody, and they would have kicked it out. They would have been like, "Why?"
But custody meaning you would have got to the police station though, and that's a waste of time. You're now on the system. You're thinking it's just all a waste of time. Did you know what I mean? And I think my biggest thing for a lot of us, I would say, if you've committed crime, then you shouldn't be having conversations about the police because you're you're committing crime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're breaking the law. I'm talking for people like me. Like I was in gangs when I was younger. I wasn't a bad man. I just went there to mark the register. So you know when things were going wrong, I'll just turn up to say that at least I attended.
Man was there, innit? Man was there. I was there. I was there.
I was there. I wasn't the main front runner. I wasn't the.
He was the backup dancer.
Man said I was there. Yeah.
You know you had Nicole Scherzinger.
Man did
Like
the
I wasn't Nicole
vocals.
Scherzinger. I was part of the backup dancers. You know, just the.
He did the ad-lib vocal.
Like I just did a little. Like I was in the background. You know,
God.
Spin moves.
What annoyed me the most is that the amount of times, I said over 30 certain times, there's nothing to do with you. And I think everyone's experience is different. And I mentioned that you probably haven't had really bad experiences with police as to why maybe you could become a police officer. Because I guess someone like myself, I could never be, let me not say never.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I could, it's very
Very
unlikely
unlikely,
I'm going to be a police officer. Like,